A very good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are taking a good care of yourself. So, children, let us start today's mathematics class. This is class 10th, subject maths, chapter number 14, statistics, lecture number 6. So, children, in today's lecture, that is lecture number 6 of chapter number 14, statistics, the topics which I am going to cover, they are: number 1, I will make you recall all the important formulae which we have learned so far. After that, we will be recalling cumulative frequency distribution table using less than type through questions from exercise 13.3 of NCERT exemplar. Children, actually this chapter is 14th in your main textbook NCERT, but in NCERT exemplar it is chapter number 13, the combination of statistics along with probability, correct? And children, after that we will be learning how to make cumulative frequency distribution table using more than type, and ultimately we will be doing sums from exercise 13.3 from NCERT exemplar. Clear? So children, let us quickly revise all the formulae which we have learned so far. First of all, I am making you revise the formula of calculating arithmetic mean using direct method. That is, x bar is equal to sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi, where xi is class mark, that is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Children, these are the formulae on the basis of grouped data, fine, which is the part of your course. Now, next method is assumed mean method. How to calculate its formula? X bar is equal to a plus sigma fi di upon sigma fi. Sigma is nothing but the summation of the list of the numbers. Okay? So children, here di is xi minus a. A is the assumed mean which we have to consider. Any of the value you can consider. If you want to consider the middle value, the topmost value, the last value, that depends on you. Okay, but it will be from the list of class mark. Next method is step deviation method. What is its formula? X bar is equal to a plus sigma fi ui upon sigma fi into h. H is class width, that is class size. Upper limit minus lower limit is the formula to calculate it. Ui is xi minus a divided by h. This xi minus a, you know, that is di. So we can say that di upon h. Clear? Now children, our next central tendency is mode. You know how to calculate mode. If the data is ungrouped, there will be complete data given to you. Here you can see. Then the observation which is occurring maximum number of times, that will give you mode. Here you can see that 4 is occurring maximum number of time comparatively with other numbers. So 4 will be considered as mode. But as we are going to deal with the grouped data, then in that case, the formula is mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 upon twice of F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. H, you know, that is class size, correct? For calculating mode, first of all, we have to choose the model class. You know, we have to observe the frequency, the highest frequency, the data which is having the highest frequency, that complete class will be selected as the model class, correct? So L is the lower limit of model class here. F1 is the frequency of model class. F0 is the frequency of the class which is preceding the model class, means which is coming before the model class. And F2 is the frequency of the class which is succeeding the model class, correct? Now here comes the next formula which was taught yesterday, that is how to calculate median. For median, the formula is L plus n by 2 minus cumulative frequency divided by frequency into h. Now the question arises, what is cumulative frequency? Cumulative frequency is nothing but the consecutive sum of all the frequencies. Correct? As in mode, we were talking about the model class. In median, we have to choose the median class. Now how to choose the median class, children? That I taught you yesterday. First of all, you should be knowing about the number of observations. Means how many frequencies are there. Okay. Let us recall it through this example which was taught yesterday. Here you can see that number of observations, they are 40. So we are going to consider it as n. N is equal to 40. So you have to calculate n by 2. That would become 20. Correct? Children, we cannot calculate median until or unless we will be having using less than type cumulative distribution table. That I told you yesterday how we are going to form it. Correct? So first of all, we are going to choose the cumulative frequency. That particular cumulative frequency will be chosen which is just greater than this 20, which is equal to n by 2. Correct? Here you can see that in cumulative frequency 29 is just greater than 20. So this complete class will be chosen as median class. Correct? But cumulative frequency, you are supposed to take the preceding of the median class. As it is written, cumulative frequency is, you are going to take cumulative frequency of that particular class which is preceding the median class. Correct? H you know which is class size, but frequency you are supposed to take of the same median class. So here is frequency, that is 12. Correct? And L is the lower limit of the same class interval which is chosen in the median class. Got it? So this is the formula to calculate median using cumulative frequency distribution table using less than type only. So children, let us start today's lecture. Today I am going to explain you how to make cumulative frequency distribution table using more than type. So for that I am going to take question number 13 from exercise 13.3 of NCERT exemplar. So listen the question carefully. The following are the ages of 300 patients getting medical treatment in a hospital on a particular day. So age is given to us. First of all, we are going to write age. You know age is there in years always. Correct? That is from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60 and 60 to 70. Correct? Now we will be having the number of patients given. Number of patients that you know this is actually FI, that is frequency. So the number of patients, those who are getting medical treatment in a hospital on a particular day, they are 60 are those patients whose ages are from 10 to 20 years, 42 having the age from 20 to 30, 55 from 30 to 40, 70 from 40 to 50, 53 from 50 to 60 age group, and 20 from 60 to 70 age group. So children, in the question it is demanded that we are going to form less than type cumulative frequency distribution table. Okay. So let us make less than type. Yesterday also it was taught to you. So please be alert. You know whenever there is less than type, we always used to choose upper limit. So what should I write here? That is less than 20. And here there will be the cumulative frequency. Okay, cumulative frequency is nothing but the consecutive sum of the given frequency. Correct? So let me write this first of all, less than 30 now. Then less than 40. Less than 50. Less than 60. And less than 70. So children, now you observe. Number of patients are 60 whose ages are from 10 to 20. You know, in upper limit means in this class interval we are not going to include upper limit. So can I call it below 20 or can I call it less than 20? Of course. So there are total 60 patients whose medical treatment is going on and whose ages are less than 20. Now let us talk about less than 30. In children less than 30, you know, less than 20 will also be included. Yesterday also it was taught. So what we are going to do, we are going to add both of them to come to know about next cumulative frequency. So it would become 102. Got it? Now less than 40. In less than 40, less than 30 as well as less than 20 will also be included. So I have the number of the patients whose ages are less than 30. Now less than 40 will also be added in that. So 102 plus 55 will become 157. Clear? Now let us talk about the next cumulative frequency, that is less than 50. In less than 50, you know what we are supposed to take? 70 will be added. In 157, it would become 227. Now number of patients whose ages are less than 60 means they all will be added. So what I am going to do, I am going to add 53 into 27. So I will be getting 280. Clear? Now number of patients whose ages are less than 70 will be what? These all patients. Because the patient whose age is less than 20 is also less than 72. Correct? So add 20 in it, we will be getting 300. Now children, I told you one way of verification whether we have calculated this cumulative frequency distribution table using less than type appropriately or wrong. So what was the way I told you? Whatever will be the last cumulative frequency, that would be nothing but the summation of all the frequencies. So when you will be adding all of them, you will be getting 300. This is specified in the question itself that there were number of patients 300. Correct? Children, always remember, using less than type only we can calculate median. Suppose if somebody asks you that you are going to calculate more than type, which I am going to just explain you now, and then you are supposed to calculate median. So that will not be possible. If you will be having more than type given, then using that more than type, you will be reaching on class interval, you will be reaching on frequency, then you have to make less than type cumulative frequency distribution table, and then ultimately you will be able to calculate median. Okay. So now I am going to switch to the next part of this question, that is make cumulative frequency distribution table using more than type. So this is more than type cumulative frequency distribution table I am going to begin with. Please be alert. Here we are going to include for more than. I told you in less than we used to take upper limit. So in more than we are supposed to take lower limit. So more than or equal to 10. Now just check. You have to tell cumulative frequency. This is, we can say that the number of patients whose ages are either equal to 10. 10 we can include, I told you, in lower limit. Lower limit is always included. Equal to 10 and more than 10. So more than 10, what are these? More than 70, more than 10. In more than 10 you are going to include what? The age of 20 years, 30 years, 40, 45, 60, 65, 70 means all you are going to include in more than or equal to 10. Correct? So what is the total summation? That is equal to 300. Now let us talk about the next. This is more than and equal to 20. Now you have to count the number of patients whose ages are either equal to 20, okay, or more than this. Means what I am going to include? I will be including these all values: 42, 55, 70, 53 and 20. But I am not supposed to include this which is coming from 10 to 20 interval. Why? Because here 20 is not going to be included as it is the upper limit. Correct? So 20 will be included from here and I have to take 20 onwards, including 20. Correct? So what you are supposed to do in this total, you are going to subtract this 60. So you will be getting 240. Got it? Now more than and equal to 30. So from this 240, what will be subtracted now? Of course, 42. So I will be getting 198. Now more than and equal to 40 means you have to include what values you are going to include. You will be including these all values. Correct? So out of 198, what is to be subtracted? That is 55. So I will be getting 143. Correct? If you want to include these three, then also you can do. See, 70 plus 53 plus 20 will become 143 only. Got it? Now more than and equal to 50. Means 50 will also be included and more than that we are supposed to take. So out of 143, either I can subtract 70 or I can just simply add 53 and 20. So it would become 73. Correct? And the last one is more than and equal to 60. Means it should be either equal to 60 or more than that. So what is to be included? Only this 20 will be taken because here 60 is included and above 60 is also going to be included. Or you can subtract this 53 from 73. Ultimately you will be getting this 20 only. Now how to verify whether our more than frequency distribution table is appropriate or not? Children, whatever will be the last frequency of the actual frequency which is given to you in the question, that would be the last frequency of cumulative frequency also. Remember, this is the way to check the answer whether we have made the appropriate table or not. Children, one more thing you can observe, as it is less. So here you can see that the data is in ascending order. Means we are going to start with the lesser value. Correct? But as it is more, so we are going to start with the more value. That is, the data is in descending order, means from greatest to smallest we are moving. So this is the way to keep the things in the mind. Now this was all about when we will be having interval as well as frequencies given. So I have just made you recall how to make less than cumulative frequency distribution table, and this is new concept which you have learned, how to make more than cumulative frequency distribution table. Correct? Now children, suppose if you will be having this more than frequency distribution table given and I ask you to make just a frequency distribution table using class interval and the frequencies, then what steps we are going to adopt for that? Okay, so that I am going to take one more example, that is question number 11 from your NCERT exemplar. Now in question it is said that we are supposed to make frequency distribution table, not cumulative, because cumulative is there in the question given. Okay, so we are going to make frequency distribution table. Do you know what do we include in frequency distribution table? Yes, we include class interval and frequencies. Correct? So what is there in the data given? We will be having the marks given out of 90, that I am going to write here. But it is given in descending order, like more than and equal to 80, more than and equal to 70. But children, you know, I started it with the lowest value. We moved from 10, 20, 30 like this. Okay, so I am just going to arrange the data. So I am going to start with more than or equal to 0. Correct? Now next is more than or equal to 10. Then more than or equal to 20. More than or equal to 30. More than or equal to 40. This is given to us. more than or equal to 50, then 60, 70, 80. Correct? These are the marks of the students given to us out of 90. So now the number of candidates is given to us. These are basically the marks out of 90. Okay. So the number of candidates are number of candidates whose marks are more than or equal to 0. There are total 34 candidates whose marks are either equal to 0 or more than 0. Means total, they are total basically given to us. Correct? Because if they are greater than 0 or more than 0 or above 0, so it means out of 90 if I am going to talk about, so they can be equal to 90 also. There will be few candidates whose marks will be more than 0, which can be equal to 90, because the highest marks are 90. Here I am writing marks are from 90. Correct? And 32 candidates are there who are getting marks either equal to 10 or more than 10. Then there are 30 candidates who are getting marks either equal to 20 or more than that. Then 27, then 23, 17, 11. 11 candidates are there, those who are going to get marks either equal to 60 or more than that. Then 6, and ultimately there are 4 candidates who are getting marks either equal to 80 or more than 80. That is 4. So children, here you can observe that this is more than frequency, cumulative frequency distribution table is here in our hand. And I told you that in more than, the data will always be in descending order. So now let us start making class interval. Class interval, how to make? You know, in class interval we need lower limit as well as upper limit. So first of all, we will be having 34 candidates given whose marks are either equal to 0 or more than 0. Means up to 90 they all are going to be covered. Here if I talk about, there are 32 candidates whose marks are either equal to 10 or more than 10. So means from 10 to 90 it is going to be include. Now children, can you tell me how many candidates will be there whose marks are from 0 to 10 only? They are from 0 to 90. They are from 10 to 90. So from 0 to 90, how many are there? Yes, exactly 2 are there only. Correct? So let us write the frequency side by side. So there are only 2 candidates whose marks are from 0 to 10. Correct? Now let us talk about from 10 to 20. How many are they in number? Again from 32 to 30 I have to see. That is again what? There again 2. Here you can write from 10 to 20. Correct? Now from 20 to 30. Children, if I am going to talk about equal to 20 and more than 20, means from 20 to 90. So there are total 30 candidates. But if I am going to talk about equal to 30 and more than 30, fine. So from 20 to 30, how many will be there? Of course, there will be 3 only. So what should I write here? 20 to 30, 3 only. Correct? Now, this has also been done. Now from 30 to 40, I will be reaching on from 30 to 40. They will be how? How many in number? 27 minus 23, that is equal to 4. Correct? Now from 40 to 50. 40 to 50. 23 minus 17, that is 6 in number. Now children, from 50 to 60, they will be again 6 in number. 50 to 60, that is 17 minus 11 is 6 in number. Now from 60 to 70 I will be taking. They will be how many in number? 11 minus 6, that is 5. Now from 70 to 80. Means there are total 6 candidates whose marks are either equal to 70 or more than that. But there are only 4 candidates whose marks are either equal to 80 or more than that. So from 70 to 80, how many candidates are there? There are only 2 candidates. Now let us talk about 80 to 90. Means equal to 80, because in lower limit we include, here we have to include 80, equal to 80 and more than this. Means from 80 to 90. So how many candidates are there? Yes, exactly 4 we are supposed to write. And do you remember I told you one thing, that how to verify whether we are doing it right or wrong. I told you that in more than frequency distribution table when we will be having, then the last frequency of more than type must be equal to the last frequency of the actual frequency table. Got it? So children, if you are capable to make less than and more than types both, then and only then you will be able to calculate median. And one more thing I want to tell you, that median you cannot calculate if you will be having more than type given, until or unless you are going to calculate less than type. Suppose here you will be having more than type given. So you made frequency distribution table calculating Ci as well as frequency. Now using this class interval and frequency, you are supposed to make less than type table. Okay, then and only then you can calculate median. There is a reason behind it, because we have to choose the median class and we have to choose the cumulative frequency also. That would be the preceding of the median class. But suppose if I ask you, you just calculate the median using this more than type, then you can't calculate. There is a reason. For example, if I am going to pick this as the median class, then what would be the cumulative frequency? That is preceding of it. And you know that in more than type, the data is in descending order. So definitely it would produce the negative result. So using more than type, we can never ever calculate median. For that, we will have to reach on class interval frequency, and then we have to reach on less than type and its cumulative frequency, and then ultimately we will be able to calculate median. Clear, children? So children, that's it for the day. Children, there are variety of questions given in NCERT exemplar. To revise this cumulative frequency distribution table using less than as well as more than type. Fine. Now you please get your mathematics homework. Homework is again from NCERT exemplar only. Do question number 10, 11 and 12 of exercise 13.4 from NCERT exemplar of chapter number 13, which is a combination of probability and statistics, along with the classwork questions, that is question number 11 and 13 of chapter exercise 13.3 of chapter number 13 from exemplar itself. Correct? So children, that's it for the day. Please like the video and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.